I'm going through music. I'm trying to see if I can find something I want to sing to. That one day I found it was like all of them was Devon. I don't know if I'll be able to find that again. I remember that song. Okay, let me see. This is day 12. I've not smoked. The one thing I will say, I can tell that my body is going through different stages of withdrawal because I've started coughing, and I know a lot of times they'll say when you've been a smoker for a long time, one of the side effects of not smoking is like coughing. It's almost like your lungs is trying to expel, you know, or get used to there not being smoke in there or something. I don't know, but I'm getting past all the other. Like it's not as bad. The withdrawal is not as bad. Day 12 is not as bad as it was day 8 or day 4. So I'm getting better. 30 hertz straight up. Never thought you would leave. I thought we would last forever, but I guess forever was just too long. Oh, my heart is broken. Oh, my heart is crying tears. I never thought that you would leave. I never thought it would ever end. I guess forever was just too long for you and I. Well, I've tried literally every single. I want to see whatever that is. What's going on? Um, it's free. She got a heart. Thank you. Thank you for the heart. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the peace and everything. What's going on, y'all? Can you say Kaylin out loud, please? And thank you. Hello, Kaylin, out loud. What's going on? This is my 12th day, no smoking. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. And so this, I was kind of feeling like that little bit of a urge a moment ago. So I was just like, whenever I feel like I would want to smoke a cigarette or something, I got to do something, right? That's how I get past it. So I told y'all see me popping up here at random times. It's because I am, I'm trying to quit smoking. Let me turn this light. Yeah, that's why. So, and y'all are helping me. Like I told y'all are helping me quit. You really are. And so I was just like, you know what? Let me do something. Let me play around. Let me play with some music. Let me go live. Um, Thank you, Clay Jackson. I appreciate that. Yeah. R4L and H, thank you. I don't know why people don't be hitting the like. I think they come and they stop and they listen, and I look at it, it'll be freaking 20,000 people. But won't nobody say nothing. I don't know what won't nobody like. I don't know why y'all don't like. What? So y'all just like watching me, but y'all don't want to let nobody know that y'all here. Is that what that is? Y'all don't want to show support. Is that what's going on? I'm just trying to figure out how come I see all these people on here, but then y'all won't push the like button. Like, what is really going on? Like, is there a reason that I don't know about? Is it And I appreciate y'all for stopping by. Thank you to the 25 people that's watching. So I just this is my way of getting through my withdrawal thing, you know, and I'm on day 12. That's a lot for me. Cold turkey, y'all. No patches, no nothing. I have not had any cookies, no candy, and no potato chips, and no cigarettes in 12 days. And I know y'all probably like, okay, that ain't no big deal. It is when you've been smoking for freaking over 30 years. I have been smoking. I literally started smoking when I was in college at 19. I am now 50, almost 55. I'm 54 years old. That's a long time. But it's so hard to quit an addiction, especially nicotine. It's something, maybe it's because it's publicly accepted. Maybe because, I don't know. It's hard. It's like, it's hard to quit. So I really had to pray. I'm praying. And I feel like the more each day goes, the more I'm like, you know what? If I can go 12 days without smoking, I can go 31 days without smoking. I can go, 60 days. I can go even more. How do you get out of the field? I don't understand what you're saying. ACXARM3P. I don't know what you're talking about. Thank you, Zodiac. I appreciate that. Thank you, R4L and HLL. I appreciate that. So let me find another one. Yep, prayer, Justin. Prayer. Prayer is what I. It's prayer. It's prayer. That's the only thing I can. That's. So let me see if I can find
hair product on the market, and I can truly say this is the one.
Okay, let me see. So I like to freestyle. Freestyle is fun to me. I like to just do freestyle music. I like to just to, I just like to find a beat, and then whatever comes to my spirit, that's what I like to sing. And sometimes, because I feel like every beat has its own words, its own lyrics already, you know, but everybody hears differently. So what I hear, you may not hear, or whatever. But I just like to play around with music, I just do. Because I'm an artist. One of my very first songs, I'm going to show you. One of my very first songs, and it's actually, I got a lot of music on YouTube. But one of my very first songs, I actually recorded this song in 2000. That's how long it's been, Jesus. My very first song. This is my very, very, very first. This is the song I sent to Mr. Hanky when I told him I could sing.
Situation.
It's called Situations of Life.
Situations.
Oh, okay. Just so you play the guitar? That's what's up.
Situations change. Love don't always stay the same.
I think people who can play instruments are so smart because y'all know how to read that stuff.
Relationships are really hard. Trying to figure out who's in charge. Sometimes we say things to each other that aren't nice. Not realizing there's a price. Oh, situation. We need to treat each other so much nicer. In a world full of hate, we need so much more love.
What'd you say, Mike? Shut up. Or are you tone deaf? Why are you on my live? And don't you got somebody else to pick with? Listen. Karma's real, so you better stop messing with me. This is my other song, Karma's Real. I'm singing on this with my son.
They say what goes around comes back around. They say
Hello, Deborah.
that karma is real. What goes around comes around. They say
If you do it to me, I'm
that karma is real. That karma is real. They say if you do it to me, I'm gonna do it to you. What goes around comes around. Gonna watch me rise from above. You're gonna watch me. You thought you heard.
Thank you, Justin. I ain't paying attention to Mike. Mike is bored. Mike ain't got nobody else to pick with.
Now you're gonna watch me rise, but you won't be by my side. You're gonna watch me rise.
People like Mike, like they negative energy, and I don't mess with negative energy.
What goes around comes around. Yeah. What comes around goes around.
It's my son.
They said karma is real.
They say karma real. You thought you did me bad. Thought I was somewhat sad. I gotta get to the bag. I'm chasing it now. Gotta get to it fast. Yeah. It's not to hurt me. You the one who ain't gonna say it. Don't get it off my mind now. Why I gotta think about the past?
Don't need to be mad. You had your chance.
Thought it was gonna be you and I. Bonnie and Clyde, always on the ride. But you from the ball, now you on the sideline. What goes around? That's right, Keisha. Treat people the way you want to be treated. You reap what you sow. And you know what? A person can never get a person back the way that God can get a person back. Because when God makes you pay for what you didn't do to somebody, that pain is horrible. That pain is horrible. I did do a lot of smoking, board 5. I smoked a lot. I did, but no, these don't have nothing to do with smoking. This came from abuse as a child, and I just still have them. I went through child abuse, but I know that you wouldn't care about that because you're one of those people who like to say negative stuff. But no, my dark circles didn't come from smoking. I've had them since I was a child. Justin, I can see how much this song means to you. Thanks for sharing. You know what? When I released that, so Situations, that song I created when I was going through a divorce, you know. A lot of times you don't even realize what a person means to you, or that person doesn't realize what you meant to them or the importance of you being in their life until you've decided that you've had enough. You know, you've decided I'm not doing this no more. You know, I'm not staying in this relationship. I'm not gonna keep allowing you to abuse me. I'm not gonna take the emotional abuse. I'm not gonna take the put down, all that kind of stuff, or whatever led to the separation. You know, and a lot of times people don't even understand. You know. What it takes to keep a relationship together, because relationships have growing pains, but there's a difference between growing pains and getting through some wilderness type experiences together and straight out abuse. You know what I'm saying? And so the song Situations was just basically saying, you know, in relationships a lot of time there's power struggles. You know, both people are trying to figure out who is in charge of the relationship, especially in this age when the woman got to work just as hard as the man a lot of times, you know. So you don't understand that communication is key in any relationship, and communication and loyalty. You know, if you're in a relationship and you're not happy with the person you're with, the first thing should not be to go out there and cheat and find somebody else. You should be trying to figure out, how can I communicate what I need in this relationship so that I can get past it. And if you're someone that you got a problem with putting your hands on people, or you're abusive, you know, or you're abusive, you know, you got to figure out another way. You can always tell abusive people, because abusive people are just kind of pretty much negative people. Even in their everyday communication, they're very aggressive in nature, and they can never see the cup is never half full. It's always half empty. A lot of these kind of people are generally very negative. They got some self-esteem issues, and so they're abusive. And the way that they get past their own insecurities is that they are abusive to other people. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So when I did the for the other song, "Karma Is Real," yeah, I've had experiences where people have deliberately did stuff to hurt me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, you know what? Or people have done things to deliberately keep me from rising, or keep me from walking through doors that were supposed to be, that I thought was supposed to be open for me, you know, or whatever. I just felt like they did things to try to sabotage or hold me back or whatever. Or they talk negative because they didn't want to see me rise, or they was doing things to try to keep me at a lower level or whatever. And I'm just like, you know what? Karma is real. And you know what? Even though you're trying to keep me down, even though you're trying to sabotage me, even though you're trying to lower my self-esteem, I'm still going to rise. You know why I'm going to rise? Because I'm a queen. And you know I'm a I'm a queen because God said I'm a queen. Because He didn't make not one mistake when He made me. Even the dark circles, the big lips, the whatever. I'm a queen. You understand that? So I don't care. And that was what really made me put out Karma is Real, because it was just like my way of saying what goes around comes around. And what you put out, you're going to get back. Whether if you put out negative energy is what you're getting back, you know? So that's how that is. Rusty, they why Rusty, you're not helping me. You're supposed to say, good job that you're not smoking. You're supposed to say, good job that you're quitting, not go smoke. No, that's the easy way. And that's why we have so many people that are addicted, because they're not able to deny their flesh. They're not able to tell their flesh no. You know, the easy way is to say, yeah, let me just quit. That's easy. It's easy to quit. You saying they good now? Well, I'm gonna catch you about 20 years. Melissa, I need to quit so bad. Melissa, let me tell you, it's been small. Like I quit, and then I would go back. But I noticed that the next time I quit, I was able to quit for longer. And then I started quitting for hours. Like I would be like, well, I'm not going to smoke between 9 and 3. Or I'm not going to smoke between, 7 a and 7 p. I would start giving myself times. And so I would be able to smoke after that time, but not in between those times. So if I gave myself 12 hours of no smoking, then for 12 hours I wasn't smoking. And I just had to keep doing that. When you've been doing something and you have a habit or a lifestyle that you've been doing for years, it's kind of hard sometimes to just walk away. You gotta pray and keep trying. And the only time that you fail is when you decide, I'm never gonna try again. But when you get back up and say, I'm gonna try again, then you're still succeeding. You're still moving forward, because any movement forward is still movement. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how I see it. Thank you, Miss Daniels. Appreciate you. Thank you, Amber. You know what? I ain't worried about the people who don't. Let me tell you something. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, and most people take outside beauty too much. It's more about what's on the inside, because you can see somebody and you can think that when you first see a person, when you first meet a person, right? You don't know who that person is. So the only thing you can go by is the outer shell. But then you can get to know them, and they could be some of the nastiest people in the world. And now all of a sudden, who you thought was beautiful, now you think they ugly as all outdoors. Why is that? Because now you've gotten to know their inner man. And that's really what counts. It's the inner man. It ain't the outer shell. Anything can happen to the outer shell. But what's on the inside, So if you see beauty, I pray that you see the beauty that's on the inside of me and who I am on the inside. What's going on, Brazil, in the freaking building, baby? Oh, I see it in your eyes, and I heard it in your voice. Take care of you. Yes. Yeah. I've gone through some stuff, I was one of the ones maybe before I was formed in my mother's womb, maybe I came down, I rose my hand and said, hey, I'll take that trip to Earth, and I'll go ahead and I'll deal with the abuse, and I'll deal with this, that, and the other, so that I can help other people. I'll go through whatever I got to go through to get to where you want me to be, God. Like, maybe I volunteered for this life. It ain't been easy. I ain't had it easy, Jesus. But I understand, I understand. God has given me the gift of song. Even though I smoke, my voice could be completely gone, but He still allows me to sing, All the things that I've been able to do over the last 20 years of my life, God, in spite of, God is good. Sorry here, but are you talking towards, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yes, God will always, always, always. Good will always overcome, even if it looks like the evil people, the evil are winning, the bad is winning. You know, there's a purpose. There's always a purpose in the pain, and at the end of it all, there will be some type of victory, and the victory will be on the side of good, not evil. Evil may look like it's winning when you, especially when you're going through trials and tribulations. It may seem like, evil is winning, but God will always prevail. Always, God will always prevail. Let me see. Justin Foster says, I'm 38 years old. This is my first live chat, if that's what this is. I'm new to this, but I love your positive attitude and your faith in Jesus. Well, praise the Lord that God, you know what? If this is your first live, Justin, then I thank God that I am your first experience with it, Like a virgin. Ooh. I'm glad I'm glad I'm your first experience with it, and I'm glad that you are having a good experience through me. Everybody is not like me, and everybody, but God is, I don't know, when you get to be a certain age, all that negative stuff, you ain't even got time for that negative energy. You know what I'm saying? When you get to be a certain age, you see all these people that's trying to hurt each other and trying to get over each other and being mean and nasty. And I'm just like, look, I don't know how many sunrises and sunsets I got left on earth. So I'm trying to do my best to do good so I can have my name in that book. Because I pray to God that my name is in that book with a star by it and some whistles. I'm trying to do good. I'm trying to walk out of here with some brownie points for the Lord. I ain't trying to be evil. I ain't trying to be mean and nasty and try to hurt people and bring people down and all that kind of stuff. That ain't who I am. So even when they get on here and they call me names, they call me ugly, whatever, I just be like, whatever, because I know I'm a queen. You ain't got to tell me nothing. Oh, you quit smoking 3 years ago? Congratulations. Party in the house. So you're further along than me. You like 21 days. That's what's up, Taurus. All right. That's what's up. Congratulations. Then you understand what I'm going through. You understand. Yeah, you got to set limits with people and addiction. I agree with you. Yeah, Miss Nikisha. I don't hardly ever see women on here this late at night, so I appreciate to see some women on here. It always be me. It mostly be men, it seems like. Taurus said, inner beauty is so attractive. It is. You ever notice why you'll see someone that visually they look like so very attractive, right? But you'll see them with somebody who looks like they're not, at first look, they're not cute at all, but that beautiful person loves that person who looks ugly. That's because the person can see what everybody else can't see. They can see the heart in them, the love in them. There's something that's shining in. They got a glow that just draws people to them and they can't even help it and they don't even know why. That's that inner beauty, babe. That's that inner beauty. Oh, okay. I'm out I'm in between Ohio and Georgia because I'll be going back and forth. So I'm kind of like south to Midwest, Midwest to south. Nice to meet you, Mr. Justin. Villain Hoops. Inner beauty is the most important, and people look way better. Yeah, because like I said, when you first see somebody, all you see is the shell. You ever went to a funeral and them people never look like they did in life? That's because the life, the spirit, the real person who was on the inside ain't there no more. They gone and they in heaven somewhere or wherever they go if they wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? But they never looked like they looked in life. That's because that was nothing but a shell. That was like a coat. It's about who is on the inside. Who is that? Who is the real person within? Who's the real person within? Beauty and the Beast. The beauty loved the Beast. Before he became the prince, she loved him. Why she loved? Because she knew what was on the inside of the Beast. It didn't matter to her that he looked horrible. She thought he was the finest thing popping. Why? Because she wasn't looking at the outer shell. She was looking at his heart. You like that, Justin? That was funny. Hey, Red, how you doing? In Jesus' name, praise the Lord. So I had such a good music ministry and Bible study this morning. It was so good. Oh my gosh. So I don't always, like, I never know when God is going to have me, like, I don't usually select days to do my Bible reading. About 2 years ago, God told me to start reading the Bible from the beginning. So I started from Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. And then he told me to do it on Big O Live, if y'all have ever heard of Big O Live. So I started doing it there. And then about a year ago, God told me to do the recap on YouTube. So I did the recap on YouTube today, and it was an awesome thing. If you are familiar with anywhere in the Bible, we read 2 Kings chapter 3 and 4. And it was all about Elijah. And Elijah, the whole thing that he was doing throughout 3 and 4 was just blessing people. But he was blessing people according to their obedience, according to their faith, and according to, their sacrifice. Like he would ask them to do something. Like for instance, some of the people was like, well, the water, this land is beautiful, but the water is barren, and this land is beautiful, but there was something, the water, like it was dry, like it was a drought, like it was barren, like it wasn't producing any fruit, and there was something wrong with the water. So Elijah, Elisha, because there was two of them, told them, go get a jar. So first they had to go do something. They had to go get a jar. And when they got the jar, he said, put some salt in it. And so they had to do what he said, not even knowing what was what, but they had to have the faith and the belief that whatever he was saying was something they needed to do. So they put the salt in the water. He took the jar and he poured it out into the river, and it purified the water. But he told them, it's not the salt that's purifying the water. It's the Lord who's purifying the water. So basically they had to believe. They had to have faith. They had to believe. They had to act on that faith, and then they had to do something. And when they did that something, God blessed them. And that was like several different scenarios in chapter 3 and 4 to show that, in this season, you just got to go watch it. But in this season, God is doing something. He's blessing. Something good is about to happen to a lot of people because of your acts of obedience, because of the sacrifices and blessings that you do for other people. It was such a good live. So if you, it's my other one I did a few hours ago. And it's called Something Good is About to Happen. And that was such a good Bible reading. I really enjoyed it. Reading the Bible has given me strength. It really has. You wouldn't even think that, and reading the Bible has been in real time, whatever. Like when I got to the book of Judges, Israel started war in the same area that I was reading about in the book of Judges. And then even when you talk about AI, when AI really start coming out, you start hearing about AI. I was in the book of Joshua, right? And in the book of Joshua, the children of Israel Joshua and the children of Israel go up against the city of AI, which tells me, because ain't nothing new up under the sun, that at some point AI ain't gonna be all that we think it's supposed to be. It was deep. It was a really good Bible study. So you definitely, I encourage you, check it out. When you'll see me go live, Justin, just pop in subscribe. Subscribe to my channel, Justin, and it'll give you a notification the next time I come on. Peace and love to you, my friend. Yes, Justin. Say that again. Jesus will bless those who listen, even if it doesn't make sense. A lot of time, come on now. A lot of times, God will have you do stuff that don't make sense. He'll tell you to do something that don't make sense. He'll ask you, to let go of something, or to start something, or to go somewhere, or not go somewhere. He'll speak a word of instruction, and the instruction in that exact moment when you hear it may not make sense. But if you follow what he's telling you to do, in spite of it not making sense, later on down the line, you'll understand why he told you to do that thing. You may not be able to tell why he told you to do that thing at that moment when he told you, But later on, you be like, oh, so that's why. There are people, even with 9/11, there were people there was something told them not to go that day. Something told them. One person said they went on a journey to do something else, and or something happened where they didn't go, and then they understood later on the reason why, something told them to call in that day, or something told them not to go, or they were delayed, or whatever, was because the whole the whole New York situation with the airplanes and the towers falling in and stuff. Like, you never understand why God is telling you to or not to do something, but you should always listen to your inner man. You should always listen to your inner man. Always. Yeah. But I just wonder, this is how I keep myself from smoking. I get on here and I play around, and I never know what's going to happen. I never know who's going to come on here and attack me and be mean, or who's going to, be nice, or who's going to support. I don't never know, because we're dealing with people all around the world, different countries. That's my other song I like, y'all, that I did, All Around the World. I actually like my music. I don't care. I like my music. Yeah. I'm an older artist, and most people that I've come across, they like my music. But if they don't, I don't care. I don't care.
Rent a furnished private room with utilities and Wi-Fi for less than $150.
People gonna always have something to say. All around the world, all around the world. With my baby, all around the world. Thank you, Christopher. Don't put your phone. Don't put your cell phone up here, Justin. All around the world. All around the world. Do you wanna go? All around the world. This is my all around the world. This is all around the world. This is my first album covering a 20-year journey. Hey, hey, hey. All around the world. All around the world. Okay. Good night, Mr. Justin. If I see it, I'll take it off of here. Because I wouldn't want people to be getting calls because people crazy. They're crazy. And I don't see it on here, so YouTube probably held it themselves because I don't see your number on here. But I don't, so yeah, you be okay.
I began coaching in 1981. And if I had waited until my life was
I understand. You be
frankly, I
okay.
would still be waiting. Life is
Don't be
every
going on here
single-
and give everybody your number now, Justin. You might have the crazy people calling you. This is my other one. This is my other song from the same album. This is called Times Like This. Thank you, Vivian. I appreciate you. Thank you, Justin. Yeah. Be my Superman. Thank you, Vivian. Who is that? Mike, let me block your ass. Excuse my French. Let me go ahead and remove you. Because what I don't do is I don't do abuse. So go on somewhere. Tomorrow owes you nothing, baby. So live your life today. In times like this. Times like these, yeah. Times like these, yeah. Please leave your footprints in the sand. In times like this, in times like this, for so very long, we've had our eye on the prize. Sometimes we didn't think we'd make it through. But times like this remind us why we have this skin, to share with you. In times like this. You still talking? Times like this. I'm putting you in timeout. I'll see you tomorrow. Leave me alone. In times like this. Let me tell you something. You don't never, and this goes for even relationships. You don't never gotta put up with abuse. You hear me? You don't never gotta put up with abuse. You don't never have to put up with people disrespecting you. You don't gotta put up with that. You know what I'm saying? Even whether it's in a relationship, whether you're at work, wherever you are, you never gotta put up with any of that, because you are a king and a queen that God created. You know, he didn't make no mistakes when he made you. So people who come on and try to be abusive and try to break down your character and all that kind of stuff, you ain't got to deal with that. You ain't got to deal with them. You know what I'm saying? So people like that, you either remove them out of your circle, or you remove yourself out of that circle, because those people, that energy is not good. See, the enemy will come in and try to do things to distract, to destroy, to try to do things to hurt you, because he don't want you to be happy. The enemy loves trying to steal people's joy, but you got the right to be like, no, not today, devil. I don't care. I don't know. You will not sit here and abuse and misuse me on my own live. You can go and mess with somebody else. Go start your own live and talk to yourself.
Here are 3 of the worst sales funnels and why you should not be using them and why they will not get you clients.
I'm hot, so this is going to be my last one.
Boomed in the past couple of years.
This is going to be my last song. So this is the song. So about Mr. Hanky. I'm sure you know Mr. Hanky. Even if you don't know who he is, you know his work. He's a producer here in Atlanta, and he's done a lot of different songs, a lot of music. He's done music for just about everybody, from Usher to I think he did what he did Good Love with Usher. He did Wobble, or he worked on Wobble. He was with them when they did Wobble. I think he was actually under a label with Wobble, but Wobble, Living My Best Life. Everybody know Living My Best Life. On the Way, California with Colonel Loud and them. He's done a lot of he's produced a lot of music. When I met Mr. Hanky, it was in between. He was like, you know how you find people when they're kind of like in between their next streaming hits. So he had already had a whole streaming hits and all that kind of stuff before he came on my radio show. But he was in between hits. And I was in between Atlanta and Chicago. And so I had sent him one of my songs once I got back to Chicago after our interview. When I was a producer, and I was just like, hey, you know, I could sing. And he was like, okay, well, I rock. I sent him a song, and he was like, yeah, okay, I rock with you. And that's what he did. So Superwoman was the song that he created for me back in 2000. I don't know. I don't remember what day it was, when it was. But it was really before that stream of hits. Because he literally came out the gate. He was just, every song, he was just hitting them left and right. He did the Twerkulator, you know, he got with the City Girls, did Twerkulator, you know, Living My Best Life, you know, California. Like, he was doing hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. But my song was first. Superwoman was first. I just, for one, didn't have the money to push it like they did. And two, I really kind of sat on it a little bit when he gave it to me. But my song was really the first. And then after that, it was just like he was just on a roll. It was like everything he was putting out, you know, was just hits, 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 hits. But he was cool. Mr. Hanky, you know, he really supported me throughout the years. You know, whenever I was like, hey, can you come do whatever? He was always there, you know. When I did Hook Up Atlanta, the very first, not the first one, but the second one, the first one I did with the artist, he came out and he spoke and all that kind of stuff. You can see it on YouTube. You know, he's been supported throughout the years, so we had a good run, you know. And he did this song, Superwoman, and he also did Open Doors. And it's so funny because the music that he was creating during that time are like classics. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's still playing them. And even everywhere I went to perform Superwoman, I don't care where I was, people love the song. Even now, even I can go anywhere, and when I play that song, they love it. It doesn't matter. It's like it's one of them songs that's timeless, because he was in that. I don't know. He was in that creative mode where everything he was putting out was just timeless music. You know what I'm saying? And I caught him in that era. You know, I caught him during that time. So this is the song he did for me, Superwoman, and it's still coming off that same album. It's called Superwoman.
Let's go get that money, like Adam and Eve and Bonnie and Clyde. We're a team. Different day, same story. Got to go out and get that money. Got mouths to feed and bills to pay. Got to put that S on my chest today. Superwoman, superwoman. Every superwoman needs her Superman. Superwoman, superwoman. Every superwoman needs her Superman. Hey, I gotta pick up the pace. No more time to waste. Gotta put on my cape. I gotta win this race. I got far too much to stay. Different day, same story. Got to go out and get that money. Got mouths to feed and bills to pay. Got
We actually, so I have the song for this. Let me go to, this is the music video. Hold on. I got a music video for it. This is the music video for it.
We come to play with you today.
Mr. Hanky,
Let's go get that money. Let's go get that money. Let's go get that money. Like Adam and Eve and Bonnie and Clyde. We're a team.
That was a pretty nice music video too.
Different days.
Anyway, that's on YouTube too. Oh, it was let me see. So it was they had a lot of people come too. Yeah, but Sparkles did me dirty, so I ain't giving them a whole bunch of love. Sparkles did me dirty, but
I gotta pick up the pace. No more time to waste. Gotta put on my cape. I gotta win this race. I got far too much to stay. Different day, same story. Got to go out and get that money. That mouths to feed and bills to pay. Got to put that S on my chest today. Superwoman, superwoman. Every superwoman needs her Superman. Superwoman, superwoman. Every superwoman needs her Superman. Superwoman needs her Superman. Superwoman needs her Superman.
this song right here, my son. This is me and my son on this one. This on the same I don't know if this on. Is this on that album?
Rock and roll, baby. From the first time I saw you, I was hypnotized by the way you roll, the way you spin, the way you dance. Let's skate, rock and roll. Skate, rock and roll. I'll follow you wherever you wanna go. Let's go, Chicago. Let's go, Sparkles. Let's stop by Ohio. Where you wanna go? We can go anywhere. You spend the day. We can go up to the 80 and Cascade. I'ma sweep you off your feet and make you all the way, just like the roller skates. And you know I love Chicago. Hoping you gon' go when I go. That's my dream. We gon' pull up to the Martin Luther King stand. But you look like people still skate. I'm like, what you mean? Come with me, I'll show you some. The way you spin, the way you drive, the way you dance. Maybe we can go to the West Coast, slide by the moonlight. Or maybe we can slide to the East Coast. Rockefeller in New York, they be up all night. Let's skate, rock and roll. Let's skate, rock and roll. Together, hand in hand. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thank y'all very much for stopping by. I appreciate y'all. You know, thank you for all the people who said something nice. And for all the people who said something mean, y'all be all right. Peace and love to y'all. Have a great night.